Hi, I'm Shannon Rollins with Shannon Rollins Real Estate with 4 tips if you are thinking about buying a home in the next year or two. If you or someone you know is thinking about buying a home over the next year or two, I have 4 tips for you. So first tip is go ahead and go visit a lender. Go have the lender look at your credit to be sure there's not anything down on your credit that could impact you. If there is something on there, it could take time to get it off, and that's why you want to do it now. I had a client once who was Bob Smith Jr. and Bob Smith Sr. had some credit issues show up on Junior's credit, and he was in the middle of buying a home. Thankfully, the seller worked with us to give us time to work through those credit issues, but it took time. So go talk to a lender now to be sure there's nothing on your credit. Also, did you know that the higher your credit score is, the lower the interest rate you can secure? So it could save you thousands of dollars if you get advice from the lender about how you can maybe improve your credit score if you're not buying for the next year or two. This is the time to be working on your credit to be able to do that. Tip number 2 is when it's time to buy, go visit the lender again, find out exactly what you can qualify for, and then base your search just below that amount they're telling you to search up to. And the reason why is you don't want to fall in love with something that is above your amount and not be able to buy it. So search below it. But also, it puts you in a better position in case you're competing against other buyers at the time that you go to make an offer on this home. You might be able to now craft an offer that is going to be better than the other buyer's offer because you can offer the seller a little bit more because you still have buffer in there that you can do that. Also, it could help you at the time that it comes from appraisal if it comes in short that maybe you've got a little bit more down payment money you can put towards covering a gap if there is one. Tip number 3 is when you are setting your boundaries about where you want to live, also search just outside of the boundaries. A skilled agent should do this anyway for you, but if you're not from the area or you may not even be thinking about this, you want to search outside the boundaries too. For instance, if you're moving here to work at Fort Gordon and you think you need to live in Augusta, so you're searching Augusta, but a skilled agent would also search just outside that boundary in North Augusta. There are a lot of people that work at Fort Gordon that live in North Augusta, and it's just outside of that boundary and you can get a fabulous buy. Also, if you're thinking about living in Aiken and you can't find exactly what you want, you maybe need to search just outside the boundary in Graniteville. Another key thing in our area is you need to be sure you have an agent that is searching both Realtor MLS systems. There's an Aiken MLS and Augusta MLS. In fact, most agents are not members of both. So you need to be sure you have an agent that can search both MLSs for you because sometimes, for instance, an Augusta agent may list a home in Aiken, but they're not a member of the Aiken MLS, so it's only keyed in the Augusta MLS. And if you are working with an Aiken agent that is only searching the Aiken MLS, well, you maybe don't know about that house. So search both MLSs and search outside of the boundaries. Tip number 4, be sure to ask your lender to order the appraisal just as soon as you can, as soon as the house is under contract, because it's better to know if you have an appraisal problem sooner than later. If there's an appraisal problem, a skilled agent should be able to help navigate through that with you. The seller may agree to come down on price. The buyer might agree to bring the difference in the price, or you may negotiate a compromise. So there's several different ways that you might be able to work through that, so it's best to know what your appraised price is sooner than later so you can work through those issues. I hope these tips have been helpful, but remember the number 1 most important tip is go see a lender now, or as soon as you know you're thinking about buying over the next year or two, see the lender as soon as possible so you can get advice and guidance on how you can get the best interest rate possible when it does come time for you to buy a home. If we can assist you in buying or selling, give us a call. My team and I are on standby 7 days a week, ready to help you take the smoother road to sold.